Hi, I'm Simon from Hope Woodturning, and welcome to our KS YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about some tooling that I've developed over the years. There's two types actually, with two different sizes. I do a 10mm bar and I do a 13mm bar, and what they are, the main purpose of the tools that I've designed here was these negative rake scrapers. We have a sort of round nose, ball nose, and we have a sort of convex ones, mainly for using with resin. Great for pens, great for larger pieces of resin work like boxes, things like that. Alongside that, I've then developed or redeveloped an old design of a three-point tool. I found that the current ones that you can buy are sort of quite steep and you can't get the fine detail. So I've actually increased the angles and able to get the sort of really fine detail work that I want. On the other end of that is a round skew, and actually just having that is a bit like having a detail tool. So if you don't have a detail tool, then that's a great buy to have and to fit into your handle system. So I'm just going to mount this into the 10mm quick release and just play around, just do some different shapes and things and show why you might want to use them. So safety glasses on, get the lathe going, reasonable speed, sort of 2000 RPM. So if you're using the skew, you may want to just raise the rest up slightly, and then you can just use it like a traditional skew. You can do a back cut, but a forward cut will always give the best finish. You can use it like a parting tool, and you can use it to roll beads. So I'm just going to swap that over and just show you the three-point tool. So you can just plunge in. You can actually use the side to roll over. So it's a very versatile tool. And on the other side. So if you want to make any fine adjustments, you can side scrape with the sides, you can cut in. If you need to roll that over, you can just do some fine adjustment. Even on this little piece here, you can make a bead. So it's a great tool just for fine adjustments, fine details, you know, little grooves, tidying up. So you want to tidy this up, you can just roll that over. You can side scrape. This just shows the side scraping, just to tidy up. So just a very handy tool to have. I use it particularly on spindle work, but also on the inside of boxes. That's particularly where I'd use the round skew, not just for spindles, but like on the inside of boxes as well. This tool's also good for doing dovetails for tenons, and all manner of things where you just need to make fine adjustments. So these negative rake tools, I actually designed them for the use of resin. Negative rake tools has been around since 17 something, used for actually turning bone, but it works particularly well on timber also. Especially if you leave the burr on. So sometimes if I'm turning resin, when I resharpen those, I might take the burr off, but if you leave the burr on, I'll show you how good it is on timber. So because it's a negative rake, you can see the angle here. It's actually a very safe tool to use on timber, so if you're doing coves, you can see there's no catches, no bites, and you can just simply go in and create some nice coves. You can do smaller ones, as well as larger ones. And let's just stop and show you the finish that you can get straight from the tool. And now I can show you how it works with resin and pen blanks. So this is the round. The blank is a little bit untrue, so I'm just going to true that up. And hopefully you can see I'm putting no effort into that, pointing just slightly downhill. I might use the round one just for sort of truing up, but I actually prefer to use the other side. You can see the better finish that you get from the convex one. These are made by Crown Tools, the HSS CRYO, which is my preferred steel. I think it keeps its edge longer, but the HSS CRYO you can still get a really sharp edge on. And that's the end of this short video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you around.